Hello, yogis. Hello, beautiful humans. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I have a quick flow, which seems to be the theme lately, but we're gonna raise the heart rate fast, but then we're also gonna bring it down pretty quickly as well, and incorporate a lot of slow movements towards the back half of the practice. So we're gonna start off in a beautiful tabletop for setup for cat cow, and then we'll get into our flow. So let's get started. Bring your wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure to stabilize that back, tuck that core in, knitted in nice and tight. Bring your gaze to the top of the mat, and you're going to inhale, drop the belly, and start to lift the gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, bring the hips up and under, bringing your gaze and your chin towards your chest and your gaze towards your upper thighs. Inhale, drop the belly, and exhale, round the spine. One more time, inhale. And last time, exhale. Bring the knees mat width apart and sit the hips back. Bringing the hands slightly forward for a good child's pose. Just take this time to arrive in your practice. Set an intention. On every out breath, relax everything a little bit more. What is something that you need today? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's rest. But use whatever that is to drive today's practice. Inhale, lift the head, look forward through the hands, and start to pull the chest through and forward, coming onto the hands. And setting those hips down, lifting the chest. Protect the back with engaging those glutes. You can keep the arms bent if it's your first back bend of the day. You can sway back and forth. And if it feels good, you can go ahead and straighten those arms. Make sure to pull the shoulders on the back body. Really open up that chest. Shine that heart forwards. Come down a little bit. Drop that chest. I want you to inhale and bring your hands to the outsides of your chest and to tuck your toes under. And on your next exhale, I want you to come up to Chaturanga Dandasana, so not all the way up to plank. So inhale and exhale, engage everything and lift up halfway for Chaturanga. Keeping the toes tucked under, I want you to straighten those arms for another little upward facing dog, but with the toes tucked. And on your next exhale, I want you to bring those hips up and back for downward dog. Settle into this pose. You can bend one knee and then the other. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. You can shake the head no and yes. Really grounding through all fingers. Inhale, come onto the toes, and you're going to round forward through plank into chaturanga. So coming up on the toes a little bit more. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, straightening those arms. However you get there, I want you to meet me back into downward dog. You could take the chaturanga again if you want to, and come up to plank, downward dog, or you can just meet me in downward facing dog. Allowing the breath to get you there. We're going to do that 2 more times. Take it at your pace and add in or take out whatever feels good to you. So inhale, come onto the toes. Round forward through plank, shifting up to chaturanga, and then upward facing dog. And on your next exhale, take whatever flow you would like to downward facing dog. Inhale 1 more time onto the toes, coming forward, making sure you shift forward for chaturanga, and inhale, upward facing dog. And this time, take the chaturanga with me. So come onto the toes, tuck the toes under, shift forward, and inhale to plank, and exhale to downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath here, because we went a little fast, but we're already going to slow it down. So inhale, bring the knees to the mat. Go ahead and bring the mat width apart. And again, let's sit back onto the heels for child's pose. You can keep the toes tucked, or you can release the tops of the feet down to the mat. Or a little bit of both. Come back to that word or phrase that came to mind in the beginning of practice. And see how you're feeling now compared to then. Inhale, come up, grounding through the hands, bring the knees closer together, and let them be under the hip joints. From here, we're going to bring our hands forward closer to the top of the mat and let it slide all the way down, allowing the forehead to meet the mat for puppy pose, or just a wonderful shoulder opener. If available to you, you can bring your chin to the mat, drawing the chest a little bit closer to the earth, or you can keep that forehead grounded. Again, if this is your first movement of the day, please don't force anything. Let's do a few more rounds of breath. Ground through the forearms and lift the chest up away from the mat and bring your hands back towards the knees. I want you to tuck the toes and sit back on the heels for a wonderful foot stretch. You can take circles with the head. You can loosen out the wrists and take circles with the wrists. Do whatever feels good here. You can bring the hands above your head. Just let this be your practice. Gently come to a seat at the middle of your mat. And I want you to just bring your hands under your knees, the back of your thighs. Really lengthen that spine. Bring the gaze towards the sky and up above you. Tighten the abs. And then I want you to gently start to round the spine and allow the arms to straighten as you gently release the grasp and bring the back all the way to your mat. Grab onto the right foot with your right hand, bringing the knee towards the mat, towards the chest for a half happy baby. Release. Then bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot, drawing your left knee down towards the mat for your half baby. And then inhale, grab onto the right foot again. And exhale, just really release everything down, dropping the shoulders to the mat. You can sway back and forth. Let this feel like a gentle stretch, I would say. If available, you can straighten out the leg, bringing the right foot to the right side of your mat, or the left foot to the left side of the mat, or you can just stay with me in the happy baby with the knees bent. Inhale and exhale, bring the knees to chest, giving yourself a big hug. And then gently release one leg down and long, and the other. Bring your hands to the side, to your side body, shifting your palms up towards the sky in an act of gratitude. Take a deep inhale through the belly. Let the belly rise. Let the chest rise. And open mouth. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Let the belly rise. Let the chest rise. An audible exhale. Let everything go. When you're ready, gently come up out of our Shavasana pose. First, you can maybe bring the arms above the head and let the body stretch out long, giving yourself one of those morning stretches. And coming onto the right side of your body or the left side, just pick a side. Bring your hand to the mat and gently bring yourself all the way up into a seat. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really, really, really appreciate you. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch and flow with me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.